all the way to where it meets the joint. Then you go to the opposite side on the outside, all the way to where it meets the wingette. At that point, you're going to cut in the inside of the wishbone. Then in the inside of this one. Then you just go in, disconnect it, take it out. That's step number one. And this is very procedural. Every single thing has to be done just right. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is because this, if you want to practice something on butchering, this is what you practice. It'll show you everything. Now at that point, you're going to do the same thing. You want to feel your wingette, where it is. Then you're going to go in and you're going to make a cut in between your joint that you just found. And you're going to dislocate all of that tendon. And you don't want to leave any, you want to leave as minimal amount of meat on the bone as you can. Okay, so far this one's done with the tendon. Then I'm going to go to the opposite one. Same thing. Feel it. Cut through the joint, or between the joint, that is. And release it somewhat from the front. Okay, now that's done. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your knife and you're going to watch it in the back. And you're going to see your skin, you're going to see your knife between the skin and the spine, or behind the backbone. So you're just going to fillet in between the skin very carefully and the bone. And you can literally see your knife. Now that's disconnected. Okay, so we're just doing a little bit at a time. Then we're going to start working on the breast. You're going to go into the breast area. We know that there's going to be your breastplate that's going to run down through the center. So you want to kind of utilize it. You can go into the breast from the opposite side, that's fine. But you know that the breastplate has a rise, right? Everybody, it rises up down to the center, so you need to work with that rise. Okay, it's very important that you know where the breastplate is. This is a critical part of it. Then you're going to go to the breast one more time, rising out. Oh, it's a major challenge. But if you take your time and really feel, see, the reason why I'm bringing this in here is it's going to force you to learn about the joints. Force you. There's probably a few people in here that know about the joints already just from experience. But, you know, there's a lot that have never really experienced the pelvic region, the breastplate rise. All of that stuff matters. So now at that point, my knife is going here and here. Now that that's square, I'm going to go in and just kind of dissect it a little bit and kind of remove it from the breastplate. Okay, so that's pretty much square. Okay? Now I'm going to continue on a little bit more, real carefully and slow. But it's actually really kind of fun. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to have this on my menu in the restaurant that I'm going to be chefing at, so call me suicidal or whatever. Okay, so now I'm releasing without ripping the skin. Continuing all the way down carefully. The back has got to be facing towards you. That's part of the theory. All the way released here. Now at this point, you're pretty much to the thigh bone, okay, where the leg is going to meet the body. So then what you're going to do is you're going to try to pull some of the skin over to the left side first, and you're going to reach in like I showed you before, and you're going to pop that pelvic joint out. Okay, you might rip the skin. If you do, you do. Okay, then you're going to go to the other side, put some skin to the right side, and pop that pelvic joint out. Okay, now you're pretty much ready to start being, going down the body itself. The last thing you need to do is go down and feel the pelvic, or feel the pivot and joint with the thigh, and you're just going to dislocate it right in between it. This is the hard part. It's actually all pretty hard.
Yeah, I think you're making it look a lot easier than it is.
You're getting the full Monte, let me tell you. Okay, where am I?
And I have it on video.
There's no reason why you wouldn't be able to do this if you take your time. You know what, like I said, you have the rest of your lives to do 8 cuts. You only have me for 5 more weeks. For as much as it happened, you'll probably be dreading it. Okay, dislocated. Now at that point, I should be able to just start releasing skin, not ripping it, just releasing it. I've done this a couple hundred times. But
So
I'm
then
a
it's first
practicer,
rodeo.
so. Okay, so then you're leaving that breast in there, all of that good meat in there, all the way down to the butt now. At that point, all you need to do is go to the very base. You're going to see the tail.
Cut across.
You cut.
Wow.
Then you take